Welcome back to another show of He Said, She Said. And if this is your first time tuning in, this is your boy Q Walk on the mic. And we got the first lady in the building. Go introduce yourself, ma'am.
What's going on? It's your girl, Chrissy J.
Girl, Chrissy J. And then we
That's
got...
it. That's it. All right.
Happy to be here today.
Happy to be here. She was... I told her she took a PTO day last week, so she here with us back in the building.
Damn all that.
Damn all that, Jarvis? Is that how you feel?
I took an FTO.
FTO.
Any time off.
I thought it was something else.
Bruh.
Terrell.
Facts.
Yeah. Go introduce yourself, Theodore. Let people know who they listening to.
So it's FT, Theodore.
Huh?
That's for Theodore.
Terrell.
T. Yeah, it's Jarvis, JT, whatever y'all want to call it.
That's
I'm
it?
back. Yep, just to talk a little something.
You want some jelly beans?
Hmm?
You want some jelly beans?
Nah, don't give him nothing.
No.
Don't give him nothing.
No.
Nah, you should have heard what he was saying about you last week.
Oh, word.
We was almost getting ready to box up in here.
I believe it.
Because
he said something
he
about
wasn't going
y'all
to disrespect
being-
my Tina like that.
Right,
Not my Tina.
Right, facts.
Not my Tina. But anyways, today's topic is about relationships on social media. As Jarvis just tears up in the whole bag of jelly bean strawberries. That's why we can't never have
And
nothing.
put them on top of a folder, knowing whose hand's been on it
It's
all
on my
week.
phone now.
Your phone probably
We
been on
don't
the
know.
floor.
Man, listen. But yeah, today's topic is relationships and social media. So we're going to get into the first question. Do you guys think it's necessary for you to follow your significant other on social media if y'all didn't meet through social media? Tina, I'll throw this to you because you met your significant other through social media.
Do I think it's necessary? It's
Yeah.
not necessary. It's a choice. I don't think you have to. If you want to, some people's spouses or significant others aren't even on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So
If-
I don't.
But if you were single,
Mhm.
or even if not being single,
Mhm.
like what if DJ just came and said one day like, I'm gonna unfollow you, and I want you to unfollow me on social media. What would be your
I'm
thought?
not unfollowing you. You can unfollow me if you want to. What you want me to unfollow you for?
That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something that I learned.
That's kind of the context of what we're
Social media has become reality for everybody. It's almost like if you unfollow somebody from social media, you ain't friends no more. Like that's taking it to the like, oh, you unfollow me from social media?
So we ain't
That's-
friends in real life either.
Man, what?
So how would you feel if DJ just unfollowed you and you didn't know about it?
That means y'all ain't married in real life.
Hey, look, I don't know why he's gonna follow me, but he would. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's necessary. Meaning, if you choose not to, it's not necessary that you have to. But you're not gonna come and tell me not to.
Hmm.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why I can't follow you?
I don't know. Why can't you follow? I don't know. Jarvis, is it necessary? You gotta follow each other?
Mm-hmm.
No, I really don't think it's necessary, honestly. I mean, that might be a little different situation. No, it's not a different situation. I don't think it's necessary now.
You wouldn't accept your girl's friend request if y'all wasn't friends already on social media?
Nah, I mean, I would.
Oh, okay.
I would.
You wouldn't find it
no,
odd if
and no,
somebody
you
did?
probably you're probably right. I mean, you're probably right. If we were already following each other,
Mm-hmm.
and you decided to block me or unfollow me or whatever, prevent me from following you, it would be a problem because then I would think,
Why?
yeah, why just me, right? Instead of like everyone, because if you saying you don't want me to follow you, then you might as well just delete the whole app in general and not have anybody follow. Like, why can everyone else follow you but me?
But me.
Basically.
But what if y'all didn't meet through social media?
Exactly. If that was the case, then I don't think it's necessary. Because social media, although it can be what the reality is or what people want to make reality, there's a lot of drama and stuff that comes with it. But I feel like if both people were like, well, I wouldn't really care if you follow, or here's my phone. If you want to check it, you can check it or whatever. Then I don't think it's really necessary.
I don't think it's a point of being necessary, meaning like if I don't want to follow you, I don't have to follow you. It's not a big a deal, but it's a problem if we don't meet on social media and then we start dating and I want to follow you and you don't accept my request. It's like, why not?
Leave you pending for a little bit.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you accept my friend request? What are you saying or what are you doing on social media that you feel like
Hiding something.
you don't want me to see or you don't want me to be a part of?
What if your guy posts a lot of ratchet stuff though? And you know, a lot of women gravitate to it, even though they might know he got a woman, they still might comment on
Now,
it.
is he posting ratchet stuff because he's trying to build a career? Is he trying to do something with it, or he's just being
you know,
ratchet in himself?
Just being funny, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, like you said, a lot of times people take this social media thing way too serious, and so a lot of times people just post up. Mainly me, I do it sometimes as well, where it's not even specifically for me, but I'll post something, and people might think, oh, you must be going through that.
Well, I kind of feel like sometimes what you post, unless you say something, kind of represents how you feel sometimes, because it's like, if I post something and I don't feel that way, like if it doesn't represent who I am, then I'm not going to post it. And I'll give you a prime example. It's kind of off, but it's like I go to EKU, right? They allowed Trump to come. I didn't agree with that. I kind of feel like if it doesn't represent who you are as a school and how you feel about your students, why would you let somebody like this come? So I try to stay away from controversial stuff that I don't agree with. It doesn't go with how I feel and my morals and my values. I'm not posting it.
Yeah, I like to call controversy though. Like today's post. Did you see today's post where a lot of women was jumping?
I was
on
off social media. I needed a social media break this
Jarvis,
week.
did you see it today?
Which one?
About how how women don't give men just because gifts.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of women jumping on that, and it had nothing to do with me. It's just that I feel like that's another story from another.
But that's not a that's a
and that's what
that's
I'm
an
saying.
open discussion.
Yeah, but see, what some women might be like, why every time you post, all these women always comment on your post. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
So
then that depends on who you deal with, because at the same time, you also are a radio personality. You know, you have So of course you need to build up your fan base, and I mean I think it's part of it.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
Nah, and I agree with what you're saying is that, you know, sometimes I throw topics out there just to get a gauge and see what people might think. It's not necessarily anything to do with me, but just a general statement. Like some guys feel like in relationships they don't get nothing, but a man is quote unquote supposed to, you know, randomly just give a woman gifts, where it's flowers, candy, or if you just stop at a store, get her something. But for women, they really don't do that. But we'll talk about that another day. So we're gonna continue on with the topic of today. Is Jarvis, I'll throw this over to you because you're a man and we have egos.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your significant other liking pics on social media?
I ain't really too worried about that. Like, and this is what's crazy. And you know, I talk to my girl all the time, and I tell her like I don't monitor everyone else's social media. Like I see that. I'm not even gonna say most. Like some women that I know do, right? And I'm not implying that my girl is one that does it. I don't know whether she does it or not. But like for the longest time, I never even knew on Instagram that you could look in another section to see what other people that you following liked.
Mm-hmm.
And quite
What?
personally, I don't even give a damn
You
what
can do
anyone
what?
else is liking.
What you can do?
Like, well, you can go and see like everything you liked or something like
Mhm.
that, right? Or
Right.
people that's commenting on your stuff. But then there's another one that says like maybe people you follow or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and you could see they activity, whether they've like added a friend or
Oh,
followed
I didn't know
somebody,
that. I'm not
like somebody.
Yeah, I never knew that.
And like, but I've heard people, well, guys that have told me like, man, you know, this chick I was talking to, she came to me and was telling me she seen that I liked all these pictures, and I'm like, how did she know that you liked all these pictures? You got mutual friends? And he was like, nah, it's a little section on there, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that was her. To me, that's kind of silly. Like, I'm not chasing behind
Yeah,
nobody. Like,
as a person, why would you go through that extent? I'm gonna see all the pictures he like.
yeah, I'm not.
Well, that's right there is insecurity, though.
Yeah, like
So it gets deeper than just social media. A person just insecure in itself. There's a lot of times I'm on Instagram and maybe me and DJ follow the same people. Man, every time I'm on Lala's page, he already done liked her picture. But that's cool with me because I'm liking it too. Like, I don't care. Like, this is something we like. Like I told you, we out in public and I see a girl, look, hey, cheeks. That's our thing we say.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said more women need to be like that because they know we gonna look anyway.
My thing is, if I'm looking, I know you looking. As long as it's not
Exactly.
in a disrespectful manner. Like, there's beautiful women. I'm not blind. He's not blind. As long as you're not gawking at her in a disrespectful manner, man, he might be like, babe. I'd be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have that mutual understanding, but everybody, it depends on how your relationship is and what it's built off of. And a lot of it has to do with trust. And that's the key to everything. The social media thing is trust.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a woman and you give that guy the free look, he gonna look that time versus trying to keep sneaking and trying to look back, and then that's when it becomes disrespectful. But if y'all went in together.
DJ feel some type of way if you was liking some fitness dude's picture with his shirt off in every picture, or something
I
like.
follow a lot of fitness people.
No, I mean, I'm saying it. I don't know if he really like tracks your Instagram like that, but I mean, it probably would make me
Listen,
feel
he
like,
already knows how I feel about Breezy. That's why I'm not allowed to go to none of his concerts. You know what I'm saying? See Breezy. I don't even do light skin. Shout out to Breezy.
Shout out to you, light skin. But but nah, because I mean, just like women have insecurities, some dudes got insecurities as well. If you know, let's say he did, which I hope he doesn't, go through the route like Jarvis said of going to see all the pictures you liked and whatever. And you see a bunch of my, chocolate dudes with their shirts off, beard gang, and all of that. You think it ain't gonna make him feel some type of way?
Then that becomes a conversation to him. Let me know that he's uncomfortable with that. You know what I mean? And then if it's not important to me, and like, oh, I just scrolled through as a fitness person, I liked it, then it's not gonna matter to me. You know what I mean? If it's bothering you that bad and it's not that big of a difference to me, I don't have a problem with it. And see, it's different, and there is double standards in anything we do. I'll point out another chick, or he can point out another chick, but I wouldn't dare be like, hey, babe, look at that dude over. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I would never do that.
Yeah,
so it's always a double standard when it comes to situations like that.
If you did do that and he did respond, how would you respond to that? Like, what would you say if he was like, hey, babe, like, look at him, like, he's swole, ain't he? He's like, yeah, he is swole.
I'm gonna be like, excuse me?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Jarvis, what about you? As far as, would you have a problem with your significant other liking pics?
No, I mean, one, I'm not gonna go research it to even know, but I mean, it just depends on like the nature of it, right? Like if she's just liking pics, and if the person is responding, but like I said, I wouldn't even get to that point. And maybe call me naive or whatever you want to say it, but I'm just not. I'm not going that far into like researching any of that stuff, right? I mean, so I'm not.
But what if it's a local person though?
I mean, if it's blatant and it's like in my face, like I know, like it's blatant or something like that. But I mean, I wouldn't know if it's a local person because I'm not going and searching her who she liked or.
Well, somebody brought it to your attention.
Why they meddling?
Hey, cause dudes is like that. Hey, bruh, you see she whoop whoop whoop, and you know Cat, you know him around town. You got a problem, do you?
I mean, we might have a discussion.
Listen, it's one thing to like a picture. It's a different thing in which you put under a picture. Liking is just like, hey, I respect
no
it.
Comments,
I respect it. But I had a friend that had a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Or her dude was putting some
hard emojis
disrespect.
Oh.
No, it was deeper than that. Like some disrespectful, like nigga, are you married? You know what I'm saying? Type stuff on the pictures. You know. And I was real. I said, look, this is inappropriate. I told him, screenshot, this is inappropriate. So you need to delete this stuff, and you better tell her. I'm gonna tell her.
And see, the same way you saw that, what he was doing, that's what I was saying with Jarvis. Was one of Jarvis's homeboys saw what she was doing, liking all these pictures.
Now, liking it in comments, two different things. You like what you want. You may appreciate beauty. You may appreciate.
See, but I think it is. It's kind of twofold, right? Mm-hmm. Because the way a man's gonna think about that situation, right? If it's a girl that I know or that I've seen here locally or something like that, and she is constantly liking all my pictures, and maybe she may throw a comment here or there or something like that. Like, men are wired a little different, and at the same time, like and it's so crazy because for me on social media, like half the time I don't even like pay attention really to like what's being posted. As long as it's not like someone fighting, as long as it's not like no drama, nothing negative. Most times I'm sitting there in my phone, I'm like scroll. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if it's some cheeks or something in the picture, I'll be like, oh, hold on, all right, like scroll. But I'm not like.
Or screenshot it and send it to your group message.
Nah, I ain't screenshot.
Y'all ain't screenshotting?
Nah, I ain't screenshot.
Y'all ain't screenshot?
I am.
No. Right, facts.
No, I am.
Y'all screenshot.
I am.
I might share the post to them. I ain't screenshot.
So you ain't screenshot the picture and sending it to your group messages, which I do.
I definitely am.
I'm gonna go to the little thing where you could share the post profile, and I'm gonna send it. I don't need that picture in my phone.
You know, with the new app, you ain't gotta keep it. All you gotta do is take a picture, send it, and then you can delete it right then and there. It asks you, do you want to save the photos or delete?
DJ, you hear that?
Check your phone when you get home.
Check
When you get home.
it. Check it, bro.
He
Check
already
your
knows.
phone.
Listen, he got my passcode, I got his.
Do women do that?
Do what?
What you just said about me. If we see some cheeks, let me go and get this to the fellas, especially if she's local. But anyway, do women do that? She said nice body.
I find more men that have group messages than women. Y'all gossip more than women gossip.
I wouldn't say we
Yeah,
gossip.
Oh, it's gossip.
Nah, it's not really gossip.
Well, let me
Listen,
rephrase
if it's
that.
not
The
about
group
you-
messages I'm in, there's no gossiping. It's more like getting these jokes off. We talking about, women, but it ain't like gossiping like, oh,
Hey man,
Jarvis, did you see such?
twist it how you want to. You sharing somebody else's business, you gossiping.
We ain't sharing business. We're talking about as far as, man.
Like it's like yeah, like it's not like it's not gossip in the sense where it's like messy. Like with us, it would be like what we discussing in a group message would be no different if all of us met up at B-Dubs and was having wings and a drink, watching some
That's
games.
gossip.
And just, nah,
Let me see your phone.
gossip.
Let me see your
That's
phone.
talking.
Let me see your group message.
I
Let me see your group message.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. He said, she said on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in Jarvis's group messages.
Thanks.
You in the group message?
I don't know something there, bro.
Listen, I didn't pick up Quentin's phone to work when he was asleep one day.
You do about me on live. That's what we gonna do.
What you had going on?
Me, my mom, my sister.
Deep conversation.
Yeah, that's all it was. That was the old me.
Guys really do have more group messages than females. I be looking like.
How many group messages you in, Jarvis? I'm in 2.
I'm in probably like two.
Two.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm in a group message with you guys. You know what the rest of my group messages are? Either with my kids or with my classmates.
Mm.
That's it. All my friends are spread apart. I don't have like a group of friends here, to be honest with you.
And I don't even be having time most of the time. Like, sometimes, well, most times I'm like, I'm a fan. So,
And group messages be getting it. It has its moments when it be popping. And it's like also a lot of dead days. It don't be
yeah.
Talking about nothing.
about nothing.
It was dead for a little while. It got woke up, didn't it?
And let's see here. All right. Welcome back to He Said, She Said on WLXU 93.9 FM. Before we took a commercial break, Christina was supposed to look at Jarvis's phone to look at the group messages. Don't show her our group messages.
She checked it out. Everything's clean. Everything's clear.
Y'all know we on live, right?
She saw.
Clean and
Y'all
clear.
know they can see us. Just because we go commercial break on the radio, we still on Facebook Live, right?
Clean and clear.
She saw that all we was doing is, trading Bible verses to each other,
Ooh,
everything like that.
Amen.
So
Amen.
Get some good, wholesome brothers talking. It's all around good.
Lord.
Fun.
Just praying for each other, praying for others.
That's it. That's how we talk about group messages. I don't know
Let me see your phone, Quinn.
for what.
I want a Bible verse too.
I gotta just I'll show you after. I'll show you after.
I want to praise God with y'all.
I will tell you in the group messages another day. But anyways, so Jarvis, what are disrespectful pictures to post?
To
Meaning,
post?
Yep, to post.
I mean, I think anything that is, and people lie about it all the time, right? Like people will post a sexually or see, it's tough discussing this with women because women will say, "Why just because I show my if I want to wear my shirt and show my cleavage, why do I have to?"
This is
be,
the point of he said, she said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Like a woman will post a picture with half her cleavage showing, and then say, "Well, nah, why every time if I post a picture like this, it means how come I just can't want to look good?" Man, listen, at the end of the day, that attracts attention. And I'm not saying you can't wear that type of stuff. I ain't saying you can't wear it. I'm just saying maybe it shouldn't be all up in the Instagram pic because you already know what attention you're gonna get from it. and I'm not saying that the attention you get from it is acceptable. I'm not saying acceptable, that it's acceptable, that men should be jumping in your DMs because of that. But we all know, being, you know, everyone, men and women being sexual creatures, we know what that does. And regardless if that's your main intent or not, somewhere in the back of your head, you wanted some kind of attention for that picture that was posted. Where's the lie? I'm still searching for it.
Your rebuttal?
Listen, I feel like, I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent. I mean, most of the people on social media are on social media because they want that attention. Regardless if it's good attention, bad attention, whatever it is, I feel like it depends on what you're doing. Again, you have to be mindful and you have to make sure that your significant other is okay with it. Like, I just now started back taking pictures and kind of, you know, doing my modeling thing maybe 6 months ago, you know. So,
But you have a purpose with
But that's my point. If you
yeah.
have a purpose, because you want to build your content and build up your fan base because you have a purpose behind it. Now, if I'm with, say I'm with Quentin, right? And I'm not trying to model, I'm not trying to do anything, but every day I'm just posting stuff in booty shorts and stuff like that. He's supposed to have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your end game? What is your purpose behind it? So no, I mean, I think there's a limit to what you should be able to, what you should post when it comes to it. I mean, I had a lady jump in my inbox with one of the pictures I posted when I was doing my whole birthday thing. Man, she wrote me about 4 pages how the guy don't, you know what I'm saying? That's for my husband, and you know, and them ain't people ain't my real friends. Let me put it out there, and how dare I do that? And look, man,
Did you know her?
I knew of her,
Okay.
but she didn't. I knew of her. Man, I didn't even get with her because she's somebody's mama. I just blocked her. You know what I mean? And that was that because I know what it is.
Because you ain't got to see it. I mean, if you don't like it, you ain't got to see it.
You know, I know what my, why if I'm on the beach and I'm in a bathing suit and I'm in a 2-piece bikini, it's cool. But you know what I'm saying? If I have a shirt on to make sure my cleavage a little bit, what's the difference?
I mean, it ain't really no difference between that. But like I think my point behind all of that is right.
Mm-hmm.
Is like for most. Let me get rid of that word most. For some women, you hear the whole like. I mean, and I can't stand it when all these guys all up in my DMs, all this, and it's like, listen, okay, you're posting a picture, and I have no problem with anyone posting a picture.
You are absolutely right.
Like if you're posting a picture, I get it. Like you want some attention from it. That's why we all posting, because we want some kind of attention or somebody or for someone to look and feel like, okay. And it feels good to have people say that you look good, right? It's a confidence booster, it's a self-esteem booster, all of that. But don't get mad when the other part comes with it too, right?
You gotta
Like
understand that there's gonna be negativity that comes along with it. You gotta be able to be okay with that.
Well, I don't even know if Jarvis is talking about the necessarily negative. He's talking about it. You do it for attention.
And
But
they
you
mad
get
when
that
you-
attention.
Well, I'm saying
but
the
you get
negative,
mad.
but I'm saying negativity in regards to maybe someone may come in there and be like, "Hey, what's up with that?" Or just be blatantly like, "Hey, I'm trying to hit that."
Oh yeah, that's what
I
I'm
say that. Like, you got to be prepared for the responses you're gonna get when you post that picture. Now, there's pictures that I post, but I have a purpose behind what I'm doing, and I understand there are people that may make comments, but I'm also very vocal about me having a husband. So I very rarely, to be honest with you, I can't remember the last time I got a disrespectful message from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they know. They may post, they may like it and be like, yo, this is dope or whatever. But as far as like jumping in my inbox, like, what's up, Ma? Nah, bruh.
Yeah, and I've always wanted the same thing like Jarvis is that, you have these ladies out here who post these type of pictures for that attention, but then a couple hours later, you'll see them make another post about, all these dudes jumping in their inbox and this and that. And it's like, what the dang, that ain't
But
that.
they're lying.
I know.
That's just for more attention.
Yeah.
I know.
They ain't really mad. You can't be mad. You know what you're putting out there.
For a woman, I feel like that's kind of flattering, though, at the same time. Yeah, you don't want that negative attention, but you have all of these negative guys in your inbox still wanting you at the same time.
And it's all about how you project yourself. It's all about how you put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Dudes know when they get on there and they take pictures in their gray sweatpants, they know what it is.
But I'm gonna be real though. Just thinking about the whole thing, right? And it's, you know, and I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but to all you women out there that's listening or watching, like, oh God, when we see stuff like that, ain't nobody thinking about no relationship.
Nope.
Ain't nobody thinking about no relationship with you. Like when we see that you putting yourself out there and you look sexually seductive, we thinking,
How can I smash?
how can I smash? I'm trying to get that. I'm not trying to invest no time. Look, she look kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She got her cleavage out already. She look kind of easy. And we not dumb to the fact that we know that there's 50 other guys in them DMs trying to do the same thing.
Yep.
So you gon' get what you give, right? So whatever you put out there, you gonna get that back in return.
You follow Lala on Instagram?
Nah, I don't.
You say Lolo?
Lala.
Yeah. No.
Who y'all? What's a woman, like a famous woman that y'all follow?
Who, me? Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Right. You follow her, right?
I do.
But
I
and
think
even.
so. Go ahead.
But I'm saying you still respect her as a woman. You don't look at it like you
No,
don't
I
respect
don't. I
her?
seen the Chris Brown sex tape. Hey, I seen that.
I seen your sex tape, but I still respect you.
Jarvis, is that what you tell us, Phil?
Hey, what's wrong with
If
her?
anybody listening or watching Facebook Live got a hold of that Jarvis sex tape, please let us know about it.
It ain't one out there.
That's crazy, Jarvis, man. We got to talk about this, man.
Hey, that caught me off guard. I'm like, hold on.
You knew? Is that why it caught you off guard?
Nah, man. I ain't got nothing out there, man.
But yeah, back to what was you saying about the before you hit on Jarvis's and his sex that he's laughing. Yeah, man.
I noticed that I think it was you, Quentin, you just made a comment. You said, especially if she's local.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are women out there that are famous that you may like their stuff and you be like, damn, she bad or she cold, and you just click on the picture.
Yeah.
But it ain't like you looking at her like, shh, I think I'm gonna try to hit that. You do that with the people that you think is within your reach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they may be posting the same thing that this person's posted, but you feel like they're out of your league, or you feel like they're out of your reach.
Of course.
So you don't view it the same way.
Nah, because with Rihanna, I'm her 1 millionth comment. She ain't looking at that.
You don't know. Listen,
Man,
there is no more 6 degrees
don't get
separation.
Because I will go comment on
It ain't
every
nothing
single
but
one of her pictures.
listen. It ain't nothing but a DM.
Start tagging and everything.
Start tagging her and everything.
It ain't nothing but a DM.
Yeah.
I'm being real, and I think
Nah,
that's
that's
why
true.
a lot of people have issues because it's so easy to reach out to somebody that's an athlete, that's famous, that's, you know what I'm saying, anything like.
It's easier for women to do it than guys. Meaning that it's easier
is.
for a woman to jump in a celebrity's inbox and get a response than a guy jumping in a female's celebrity inbox and get a response.
I mean, it's easier for women to go out here and have sex with somebody than it is men sometimes, just because it's just different. Like, dudes don't care; they just trying to hit that.
Yeah.
Or women may be a little bit more selective of who they sleep with.
Nah, with this generation, that's almost gone out the window.
Yeah, it depends. You right.
Because they just busting that thing wide open for any and every dude that's coming through them.
Man, that's because they've made it. Never mind, that's another.
Now, go ahead. They made it what? Easy,
No, I'm saying
accessible.
they've made it okay to be. They've made it acceptable and okay to be a side chick. So they don't care if you got somebody else. They ain't trying to get that anyway. They're just trying to be in there and hit it. Like,
As a woman, but before we go into the next topic, how do you feel about that? Like how things have just changed to where women are just cool with being like that.
I mean, listen. I'm older now, so maybe when I was younger, you know, it's my girls, whatever. Like like yeah. But especially when you get married, you view things in a different light. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking and I'm not judging what nobody does because I'm not perfect. But you can't. It's hard for me to sit there and talk to somebody that I'm friends with, and they tell me, "Well, I'm sleeping with somebody that's married." Or I'm doing da-da-da. I'm not judging you, but it's kind of like, I've told my friends before, like, dude, like, you better than that. You know what I'm saying? Why do you settle for that? Why are you okay with that?
Is it a game
Like, I'm
to
not,
them?
nah. I think sometimes they genuinely think that the dude is going to leave who he's with. But now, in this generation, with things going on, it's kind of like, I'm just trying to get this money. I'm trying to get what I can, because sometimes they treat the side chick better than they treat their own wife at home. They get all the perks of, because they got to keep them quiet. So they got to pay them to stay quiet.
Well, I think a lot of it is too, man. I think a lot of people, especially, like people that are married or something like that, right? And they end up getting a side chick or a side dude. It's because they searching for something that they missing within their own relationship. And instead of having that what's that called? Like instead of having like a real open, dialogue with their significant other and just being real transparent, you know what I'm saying? Whether it may hurt their feelings or not, they don't do it. And in fear of not hurting their significant other's feelings, I mean, it may be something like...
They'd rather just go on out here and smash somebody else?
I mean, it may be. Like, it may be a hard topic to tell your significant other, like, hey, yo, like, you're not doing it right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's an ego thing, right?
You think that's going to hurt them more than them finding out that you're cheating on them?
Might be equal. I don't know.
That's a communication problem, man.
I mean, it is. It is.
That's
but,
rough.
yeah.
I want to hit on that. Man, that's tough. How do you... Anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break here on He Said, She Said on WLXU 93.9 FM. We'll come back. We'll get a little deeper into how can you tell your significant other that their sex isn't up to par?
Got tap dance around that one.
You don't tell them, you show them.
That's true.
For real.
See, I think a lot of it too, though. Like you got, I don't know. That's why I just feel like in a relationship, man, serious relationship or marriage, like it's got to be no holds barred. Like you gotta at least try everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know.
You gotta try everything.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like sex, I think you gotta be open. Like, now I'm not saying like go out here and like have orgies and stuff like that, but I think
okay, well, where do you draw the line?
Gotta be, huh?
Where do you draw the line?
I mean, you draw the line within,
Everybody's different.
whatever. I mean, I feel that, but if DJ was really like, it's gonna sound crazy, but if DJ was really like, hey, yo, like, all right, let's just throw this out there. Let's say DJ was like, yo, I know, like, you know what I'm saying, we've been in a relationship, married now. Now I'm like really into anal sex, right? And you like, oh, I don't know about that. Nah, we ain't doing that. But he's like, nah, I'm like I really wanna. And you like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. If this nigga's really into anal sex and he ain't gonna get it from you,
Then that's something that he should have discussed before we got married.
well, that's all fine and dandy. But I'm telling you,
I don't know, because sometimes things like that can just come about like, man, I want to try that.
yeah.
You, my wife, I mean, he's not going to try it with just any old girlfriend. Well, I hope he wouldn't just try it with any old girlfriend, but you his wife for 5, 6, 7, 10 years. It's like, well, I want to try.
But you gotta make sure she's comfortable with it too. Just because it's something you want to do, don't mean that you have to do it. Like, what if she's just totally just uncomfortable with that? Like, what if that's just something she's like, look, I mean, where does her respect level come in at?
She ain't got nothing.
Oh, wow.
Nah, I feel you though. Jarvis don't, but I do.
I mean, what if I, came to you and was just like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just really into, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to touch me, but I really want another dude to come here and just watch us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you gonna give in to that?
I'll tell you, FaceTime us. We're going to go back. Welcome back to He Said, She Said on WLXU 93.9 FM. Topic today is social media and relationships. Before I throw this other topic over here to Jarvis, Christina, with you being the woman in the house, what is an inappropriate picture for a guy to post? I mean, we know what's inappropriate for a woman to post in a relationship, cleavage out, booty out, all that type of stuff. But what would you deem as inappropriate for a guy?
For him to post something that's definitely, if he's erect and definitely gonna show his print, like that's about the most inappropriate that you can get.
So
like,
I get the erect part, because I don't see why a guy would do that. But I mean, if you got on, like you said, the gray sweatpants,
and if you could see it open visibly.
But what if he's just like, got done working
I
out?
said what I said.
She said.
Dang, so he can't take a, after workout picture and got the gray sweatpants
I
on?
said, why is he working out in gray sweatpants anyway?
No, he's putting his clothes back on.
You can't work out in sweatpants?
Not the gray ones.
So a guy can work out in any color sweatpants except for gray.
You heard what I said. Ask DJ what I tell him when he walks out of the house with gray sweatpants on. Hey, bro.
Dressing like a slut.
Come on. Yeah. Facts.
That's crazy. Why? Man, that man.
Why what?
Nah.
Okay.
I wait till we get more women in here to ask that type of question. But anyways, Jarvis, how do you tell your significant other that their sex needs to be better?
I mean, I think you have to be comfortable in your relationship, like, and by all means, like, you know, I think I've expressed to my girl, like, hey, look, if it's something I ain't doing, please let me know, because
You better than me.
I mean, well, if it's something I ain't doing or I ain't doing up to your standards, please let me know, because I'd rather, whatever. I didn't hear what she said, but I just said
I know.
whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather know, because I'd rather take care of that as opposed, because in my head, I would rather not go look for it somewhere else.
I'm not laughing at that. I just laughed at the question I got when you get done.
But yeah.
So what if you're doing everything right, but what she said you ain't big enough? How do you do that?
Yeah, how you fix that? How?
What's that little pumper thing? What's that little? They got something
You gonna pump it up?
Pump it up.
Pump it
Pump
up.
Joe
it
Budden.
up.
I got Joe Budden.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it is what it is. If that's the case, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what can I do?
Yeah, what can you do about it? She knew it from the first time.
Yeah, I
she,
can't-
you know.
I can't add no extender on. You know what I'm saying?
Extend the clip on it.
Yeah, it just is. It's gonna be what it is.
It is what it is. Deal with it.
Listen, you just gotta show them. It ain't even always about telling them. Listen, some people ain't even comfortable enough in their relationship till they significant other they breath stink. You know what I'm saying? They'll let them go out of the house with funky breath and won't even say that. So they definitely ain't gonna be able to tell them that, look, you ain't necessarily laying it down. So you have to show them without basically not telling them, but you just show them.
Man, that's so
What you
crazy.
want 'em to
Like,
do?
man, I feel like that's so crazy to me though, because you really, I mean, that's not being transparent at all. In a sense, when like in your relationship, like I feel like if my breath ain't tell me, bro, like
Right.
if her breath, I'ma tell her like, hey, yo, your breath kind of kicking. I mean, and we could say it joking around and it'd be all good, but hey, nah, I'm serious as hell. Here, take this piece of gum, go back in there and get you another swipe of the tongue real quick with the toothbrush or the tongue scraper. But if you can't get, but then again, I kind of feel what you're saying, because I know people that live a consistent, constant lie throughout their whole. Like, I know a guy that was in a relationship with somebody, and he was not himself for the whole year and something. Like, he was different when he was around her than when he was around us. And I feel like how do you live at lie like that? Like,
That's gotta be stressful and
Yeah.
draining emotionally. Like, how do you do that every day?
you go from Steve Urkel to Stefan Urkel. Like, how do you do that? Like, you just constantly switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And for me, like, if I was doing it, like, I would feel so terrible. The fact that I just felt like I'm with this person and that I don't think that they would even accept me or like me for who I really am, that I've got to constantly put this front up for a year or something. Man, that would, I couldn't do it, and I would never do it, and that's why I would never be in that situation. But
See, that's why it's important for you to be able to make sure that you're not just with that person, but that person can also be your best friend.
True.
You know what I mean? You could share things with them that you might not share with somebody else, or just be comfortable in your own skin and just do what you do. Man, listen, DJ done seen some things for me that probably other people ain't seen. Like, I'm real goofy and silly, and you know what I'm saying? But he don't make me feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from the beginning of your relationship, of not letting somebody meet your representative, but them meeting who you really are. Because once you let somebody meet your representative, then you gotta keep up this facade. Then what? Like you said, it becomes tiring and it's draining and it's not really gonna work, because once you then slack off, because you gonna slack off, you can't keep it up forever.
Yeah.
What they gonna say is, you've changed.
Yo,
No, I didn't change.
And that's exactly
Yeah.
what happened. I'm
I
telling
didn't
you.
change. This is who I was from the beginning, but I tried to be somebody that I wasn't to please you. from the beginning, and that's not fair to that person either, because that's who you introduced yourself as. So can you really blame that person that they weren't who they should have been?
Nah, you can't. You can't. So let me ask y'all this: when should you post, or if you're into this, when should you post pictures with your significant other on social media? Because some people don't do it, some people don't believe it, some people believe in keeping their stuff private. But for those who do like to put their business out there, when should you post a picture with you and your significant other?
Yeah, it's case by case basis, man. Case by case.
Case by case. I agree. I don't even believe that people have to do it, right? And like personally for me, like most times if I do it, I won't even tag. And for me, it's just a matter of like things that have happened in the past, where but then see me again and act like everything's cool, and you just got some people that's messy like that. Like if you know, say for instance, like one time my girl did tag me in something, and it was something, and all of a sudden now I have like friend requests from her friend. Like, no, like why you need to follow me? Like,
oh, so is that a problem?
Huh?
Is that a problem?
What if they follow me?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know me for real. So like, what's the point of y'all of people that don't know me trying to follow me, right?
What about all the strengths? Are you telling me everybody on your thing that you know?
No, but
okay. So why is it a problem if her friends follow you? You don't know everybody on your friends list. Do you feel like they're gonna be messy?
I feel like they could be messy.
I feel the same way, because I feel like they could take anything that this chick might, like Jarvis post something or whatever. His chick is like, okay, yeah, whatever, just scrolling through. But her friends might look at it totally different. Like, girl, you okay with Jarvis saying this? Girl, did you see this? Girl commented this underneath Jarvis, and cause an issue where it shouldn't have been an issue to begin with, because she was just minding her own business. She wasn't even paying no attention to it. But now her homegirl said something, so now she feels some type of way. Got to say something to Jarvis. So I kind of feel him on that, like, if I get tagged in a picture, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these random friend requests from your friends, like, nah, I'm not accepting that, because I feel like y'all, I'm not cool with that. Unless we've actually met in person and we cool like that because of my girl, I don't see no reason why. I don't see no reason why I should be accepting your friend request.
Yeah, now that's
especially if I had never like, and especially if my girl had never like even mentioned you. Right? She's never mentioned you before or anything.
Yeah, she's probably just met one.
and that's what it is. Oh, okay. Okay, let me just see who he is. Why you need to see that? Like,
listen, anybody that hits me up that comes from Youngstown and they not a part of his family, I always like, hey, do you know such and such? Because they sent me a friend request.
Yeah,
that's
how it should
like,
be done. Yeah.
Do you know this person? Because why are they sending me a friend request? Now, if it's people that we've been around and we go out and do couples trips or dates or whatever, we usually all exchange like, okay, I'm gonna follow this person, you'll tag them in the picture, you follow this person. I don't follow everybody that my friends are with, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
say husband,
I just don't see the point
then
of it.
we might, but I can see where it could be a problem,
especially like that. Not no mom or aunt, nothing like that. Please don't send me no friend request. But if it's
they all do that too.
If it's your cousin or something and I've met them, like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm alright with that. Or if it's like, hey, this is my homegirl, such and such. She's like a sister to me. I accept that. Cool, I accept friend request. But I'm not, any chick you just randomly talking to sending me friend request. Nah, I'm not cool with that. But I feel like it should be a 6-month rule if you do that. Because I feel like 6 months is long enough time for you to realize or see if this is really going to be something serious, or if y'all need to just go and chalk this up and throw this thing away. Because a lot of times on Facebook, you see people throwing up posts with their significant other after 2 weeks, and then a month later, they single again.
But that was their choice. I don't think it's necessarily a rule. It's just they choose to put themselves out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is just
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's silly to me though.
But when I met DJ, he literally had just got on Facebook, so he didn't use Facebook for that. He just used it for posting funny jokes or sports stuff. It wasn't serious or whatever. And so I'm an emotional person. I'm like on there like, yo, why you ain't posting stuff? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't responding to me on Facebook when I talk to you? He's like, cause I just talked to you on the phone. I don't care. I sent you a message on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to get away from that.
I'm that dude.
Because he was
I am.
He was just like, but then it came a point in time he was just like, you know what? If it meant something to you, then it means something to me. Whether I think it's silly, whether I think it's small, whether I think it is whatever. And then we found a happy medium. Like, I don't even care. Like, he don't really, you know, he'll post, like, if we go, he'll post our picture or whatever. Or, I remember it used to be a problem for me in the beginning because it did make me feel like, dang, like, are you ashamed of me? You know what I'm saying? Or do you not want women to know that you got a girlfriend? Or, you know, what is it? That's going to be your thought process. Because if you don't post, then more females are, and they're going to post, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get in your DMs anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at least you can't say, well, I didn't have that, I went on a relationship. Like, it's on there. That's just on them, and that's for you to check them.
No, I totally agree.
But when I was on, what was that? Is that MySpace?
Plenty of fish.
Nah, fool. I ain't never been
Black
on that.
Atlantic.
No. What's the one that had top 5?
MySpace.
Man, I was dating this dude years ago. Also, you're not gonna put me in your top 5, but you're gonna have these other females in your top 5?
Yeah.
That was a problem. Like, that was just utterly disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right? You got all these, and one of them was his ex. Nah, dude, you got to go.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But it's that whole thing too, though. Like, I mean, it's crazy. And like I said, I'm just gonna go back to like the original thing, like I was saying, as far as like, cause I know dudes that like I'm cool with. You know, we may not be best of friends, but I'm cool with this dude. And I guarantee you, if I was to tag my girl in the pictures, like them dudes that I know will go and try to request her as a friend, like. But why are you requesting her as a friend?
But this is the thing. That's when the trust comes in. It's up to your significant other to check that situation and be like, yo, do you know this dude or whatever?
I feel that, but why not we just avoid it all? I can still post a picture of you without tagging you.
But this is the thing. Like, you don't have to hide it. Like, it comes.
It's not hiding it, but I'm posting a picture. And by all means, like, I had to explain to my girl, like, listen, me and you can go out to the mall. We can go to the movie. Like, I ain't ashamed to be seen anywhere with you. I can post a picture of you without tagging you. But at the same time...
So you don't want the dudes to see him, or you don't want the females to know who she is? Which one is it, Jarvis?
It's pretty much the dudes is what he's saying. Is because
I'm saying, like, you don't want the females to be able to inbox her?
No, what Jarvis is saying is that...
I ain't got nothing to do.
Not you in general. I'm saying there are dudes that won't tag their girl in the picture because they may be out here doing their thing. And they don't want the other female to know how to, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. But
see, to be honest with you, I've never even, like, thought of it in that aspect. I promise you, I've never thought of it like that.
Jarvis, you can change your circle of friends.
but it's good.
Like
but it's good to have it. See, that's what I'm saying. These are people I know, and like we cool. If I see you, I'm gonna talk to you. I might even have a 5-10 minute conversation with you. I do got a circle of friends that I know that if I were to do it, and Cassie met my girl, and they ain't gonna go behind my back and hit add friend or even try to do anything slick.
Right.
But it is cats on there that'll speak to you every day. And you probably got some girls that are like it, that are on your friends list, that if you tag DJ, that they may go try to add a friend or do whatever. And it may not be necessarily, they may just be waiting for the perfect time. They may be waiting for you to put up a picture or a post that says something like, when you think you married to somebody and then they show you something different.
Yeah,
Boom.
Let me tell you something.
Hit DJ up.
I feel you. But listen, this is why the difference between me and my husband. It's not that everything is perfect in our marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect for us. But I have never, not once, ever posted anything negative on my Facebook in regards to our relationship. I don't do that. Not because everything's perfect, but I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting it out there like that. Like.
And y'all fools that are doing it, quit doing it.
Please.
And Vincent,
One, we don't care.
Vincent, y'all been married for 30 years. You ain't got nothing to prove.
Shout out to Vince. He said, I used to feel like I had to post pictures of me and my wife all the time because I felt like I needed to prove something.
But that's real. A lot of people think that way.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people think that way. And some people just feel that way on their own. And some people feel that way because they pressure from their significant other. Right? They feel a little bit of pressure. But I
do it because it all comes from the 5 love languages. I know everybody knows about that, right? Some people have the love language of giving, affirmation, where they need to be affirmed. Like, we're going to take the test, and we're going to take the test and then come back with our stuff. So everybody's different. Like, some people just need to feel acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm woke now. So, this is the thing. Like, because I do love him, he is such a good person. Like, I don't mind sharing with the world. Like, damn, like, I'm happy. Like, I love my husband. He is genuinely a good person. Like, it's just like you happy and you want to share that with the world because you hear so much negativity in relationships all the time. Especially with these reality shows. Sometimes you just want to post because you feel, you know what I'm saying, you're so full of joy. It's just like, dang, like, I'm happy, like, genuinely happy. And some people take that.
Is it necessary to tag him, though? If he's on your Facebook, he gonna see it anyways, right?
Not all the time. I tag him because it shows up on his page, too. What?
That look you made, like, yeah, I'm gonna tag because I want everybody else. It's gonna show up on his page too.
No, I do it because if it's pictures and stuff, and he don't really post a lot of pictures. It's usually me that posts it, so I tag it so that he don't have to do it.
So when them little friends on your friends list,
hop on over.
Oh, okay, everything's still kosher over there. Let me hop back in my little
world until they mess up.
Until
what sign is DJ? Is he a Libra?
He's a Pisces.
He's a
Pisces.
Pisces.
He's a Pisces.
Reese's Pieces.
He's a Pisces.
Hey, shout out to DJ. Said my profile pic usually has my wife in it anyways. I wouldn't dare have.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I don't know. I'm more like DJ in that sense. I'm more reserved. I'm more laid back. And I do understand from the woman's side of if you with a guy and he doesn't post, it's like, well, is he hiding something? Or is he ashamed of me? Am I not cute enough? Does he not want somebody to see me with him? Like, I get that. I understand that. But it's just for me, it's just, I'm not, man. If people see me post, it's either my kids.
DJ silly.
Oh, that's why you've been tagging me. You done told on yourself now. But it's usually with my kids, sports, or a topic to be debated. Like, I never really put my personal business out there. And that's just because I'm just reserved like that. It ain't got nothing. So whoever I end up with, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I promise it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just, I'm just reserved.
But this is the thing, when you find the right person, because DJ wasn't always like that. And sometimes he surprises me. And he may make a post or do something. Like, when you find that person, you might be like, dang, like, I do want to post him, but you just obviously haven't found that person that you feel like is important enough for you to put yourself out there. Like,
I put it like, okay, well, let me say this. I might say something like that. I might post something to where only me and her might know. It might be an inside thing, but she know. I'll make a post, and within that post, I'll say something, but she knows I'm talking to her. Or I don't mind if we out somewhere and, like, say on a vacation or something, and she wants to post that. Cool.
Yeah.
But just like always frequently posting stuff about us, like, I'm not cool with that. Yeah. But if we do something, we go somewhere and we enjoying ourselves, and you want to take a picture, post, I'm cool with that. But it just ain't gonna be no.
Listen, I know this couple.
Let me ask you this though: was it different when y'all was just in a relationship as opposed to married?
Different as far as what?
Like, did you always feel the need to post about him and tag him, like, when y'all was just in a relationship? And the reason I ask is because, you know, say for like someone like you or me or something like that, if we're in a relationship, like, it's different, right? Because if we're in a relationship, and not saying that married people can't get divorced, but who's to say this relationship is going to end up into a marriage and a lifelong thing, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, do you feel like it's different? Like, should people that are in a relationship post constantly about their significant other, right? I mean, because we see it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I could probably, and this is no cap on nobody, but I could probably pick out 5-10 girls that are on my friends list that every year or two, you see multiple posts of a new dude, and it may even be the same for some guys on my friends list. And it's like, I mean, to me, I look at that and I'm just like, I think it's petty, right?
But everybody's different. Like with you, like, I don't think I ever seen you post a woman outside of when you were married. I didn't see any women in between that until you posted Gloria.
True.
I don't think I've seen that, but that's you. You know what I'm saying? That's your situation. Everybody's different. I never posted what I posted in the beginning for me to be like, it just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this me, don't do it. Like, I did it just because I'm an outwardly loving person. Like, I may make a long post. I remember my birthday just passed, man. I made a post. I tagged everybody. I think I tagged y'all too. Yeah. DJ was like, man, why you gotta tag everybody? You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta write this? Why you just can't say thank you? But that's just me. Like, I'm an expressive person. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just with him. I think that's, again, it's a case-by-case basis. I've learned to be okay with You know what I mean? Like, it ain't about him proving to the world that he's with me, because I know this already at home. I know it for
Exactly.
myself. But when you first in a relationship, you don't understand it. Like I said, with age comes wisdom and growth and everything else. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, his profile picture is of me until football season comes around. Unless, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's a picture of me and him at the stadium. But, I mean, I'm cool with that. All of that comes in with trust. But everybody's situation is going to be different. Maybe you don't want to post.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. And that's just me. Like, I really don't. But
But
I
are
feel
you
like-
okay with her posting?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what
She want to. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I'm just not that guy. You see what
you
I'm
okay
saying?
with her tagging you?
If she wants to.
Okay.
But I'm just not gonna be that guy posting. Like, that's just not me. That's not how I get down. But
Are
you
you
know,
gonna let the tag go on your timeline?
no, I'm gonna hit that high. But no,
He ain't playing,
I'm
man.
seriously joking. But nah, if she wants to tag me in, yeah, I'll hit the accept and add to timeline and put it on there. But I just want my significant other to know that I'm just not that guy. I just want her to understand that what we have is what we have. As long as you understand I got you, you got me. I ain't got to prove to everybody else. You know what I do for you behind the closed door, so I ain't got to put my business out there. So if you want to tag me, I might hit accept. Maybe.
You might.
But it's no
Depending on how
different.
good it is.
I mean, to me, it's no different. Like when some of my partners tag me and stuff, I won't add it to my timeline, or I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I don't want to be associated with some things,
Yes.
right?
That's
Like,
what
if
I said
feel like-
earlier. I'm not sharing nothing I don't want to be
Yeah.
associated with that I'm not in agreement with.
I mean, like I feel like if somebody's like, especially if someone posts a picture or something and like they doing it for like some kind of attention, and if I look at it and I'm like, I don't think I want that type of attention, I'm not gonna add it to my
Right.
timeline, right? Now I know once I'm tagged, somebody's gonna see me on there, but
You can untag yourself.
yeah, I guess you can. But yeah, and then sometimes I even tell cats, like when we traveling or something, like, hey man, don't get me in that live shot, or don't put me in that picture, bro. That's just the way I see it.
Uh-huh.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this thing on up for another show. He said, she said about social media and relationships. Jarvis has a sex tape floating around out there. So if anybody can find that, please let us know so we can post it on the page.
JTP.
Listen, man, I'm about to be at home tonight explaining. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Christina brought it up, and you ain't, confirmed or denied it. So
I denied it.
So, Jarvis, you want to say something to the people before we get out of here?
Same old, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We definitely appreciate the dialogue, appreciate the shares, appreciate the views. Continue to support us, man. We just want to give some, talk about some topics, discuss some topics, man, that'll bring value to all of y'all. That's it, man.
I'm ready to talk about this child support thing, but Christina.
Yeah.
Oh, you ready?
Yo, you ready?
Yeah, I'm talking about this child. I got a thing I don't get off my chest, but yeah, I mean, plus it's tax season too. Lord, boy, don't get me started. Christina, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Man, y'all know what I always say. Live it like you love it or leave it alone.
You got a trash can over at Jarvis, man?
Nah. Hey, man, and y'all stop posting that those Cleveland pictures, man.
Stop
Nah.
looking at it. If it ain't acceptable, then
I'm
you
a
delete them.
man.
You
Nah, I'm a
you
man.
can-
I'm gonna look
you
at
can
it. Nah,
do
but
it.
seriously though, like when y'all get in a little issue with y'all significant other, we don't care. I swear, people do not care in a sense of they don't care about what you're talking about, but
Are you talking about when they going through their digs and go through their little rant?
and then the next day they post a picture of them laid up with the same person they just dogged out. Like, man, y'all messy, man. And
Man, that just comes, man, we all been young. It just comes with wisdom that comes with growth.
I don't
Man,
know.
I've
because
seen
it be
grown
it
people
be
do it.
grown
I'm talking
people
about
do
young-minded.
it. Okay.
They just
yeah,
young-minded, immature.
Not by age, but by wisdom is knowledge
Yeah.
acquired. Hey, drop that on it one time.
Ooh.
Hey. Well,
Millie Rock on it.
man, hey, hit it for me. But you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. Also, go check out old podcasts of He Said, She Said on SoundCloud. We're going to get on up out of here. We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We out of here.
Yo. You want me to send that sex tape in the group message?
Please do.